All right. Anytime there is a controversial news or bad news, I wait and I like to verify whether the information shared is true or not. Now, especially with Expo 2020, there's a lot of positive press on one side, and then there is negative press, and yes, there are conspiracy theories. Now, I get plenty of people sharing, but I don't, if someone sends something shocking, I immediately don't jump the gun. There are a lot of blogs and websites that share information which is not true. Okay. Now, this particular information that I received was the European Parliament boycotting Expo 2020. Now, I'll read out the news and I'll give my thoughts in between, and I'll put the links down below. I'll put the link of the article, and like I always tell you, do your own research. Don't take my word. Like the way you get information is the same way I get information. Nobody has exclusive access to the ruler and who will whisper to you. Yes, I may have a few extra contacts in the industry because I'm been in this for quite some time now. But then again, please do your own homework. It's always good. Okay. Now, this is by Jerusalem Post. European Parliament votes to boycott UAE Expo due to human rights issue. Okay. Sometimes I feel the Europeans and Westerners, they're just jobless. They don't have anything exciting to do. Okay, let's make this issue. Now, you're talking of UAE with human rights issue. How about talking of Saudi also? How about talking about Qatar also? How about talking about all the countries, Indonesia, or, why do you have to cherry pick one? Because sometimes I feel, okay, this is the most popular topic right now. Let's bring it up. It's very easy to sit and talk about something that is primarily for your advantage, because if they are so concerned about UAE's human rights record, number one is, why didn't you bring this up before? The second one is, then why are you keeping in touch? Why don't you break off the relationship with the country? This is just some politicians who are wanting to be relevant, I feel. Okay, I'm not denying that the countries do not have human rights violation. I'm not saying every country has its own imperfections, and you must be thinking, oh, law is justifying. No, listen, we need to keep a balanced view. I'm not saying UAE has a clean-cut record. UAE has plenty of drawbacks. You see my videos, I've always spoken about this: prostitution, drugs, money laundering, all this. But then we need to also have a balanced outlook, right? Which country has a perfect record? Like, for example, so many Indians say UAE is corrupt and money laundering and human rights issues. Okay, India's human rights record is perfect. India doesn't have any problems. So we need to keep a balanced view. Yes, I totally agree. UAE has its imperfections. Human rights violation. Yes, laborers are living in horrible conditions. Yes, they take their passports. Yes, there are a lot of people who are living like slaves. Absolutely. But my point is, why are you bringing Expo 2020 now? Only because it's a trending topic. Okay. And this is just for a few politicians sounding important. After some time, they'll drop it like a hot cake. Okay. Now, Expo 2020 is expected to take place between October 2021 and March 2022, and is part of the rotating World Expo. However, the European Parliament is calling on member states not to participate. I wish they had given specific countries or names, because sometimes maybe one country is not participating, or 2 or 3. But if you say member states, can be 1, 3, 5, 17, state a number and give the names exactly which member states. The European Parliament passed a resolution calling on member states not to participate in Expo 2020 Dubai and for international companies to withdraw their sponsorship. They did this based on nation's human rights track record. My next question that comes to my mind is, why didn't Al Jazeera report this? Why didn't CNN, BBC, Reuters? So, it kind of leaves me to wonder, like, okay, only Jerusalem Post got this piece of information. Yeah, by the way, if you do know Al Jazeera or Reuters, if they've reported this, please put the link or share it on WhatsApp so I can verify this. Expo 2020 is okay. Then, however, the decision by the BIE, Bureau International de Exposition, sounds very okay, whatever, to hold this year's Expo in Dubai, has drawn backlash from human rights group due to UAE's treatment of women and migrant workers, as well as the role in Yemeni war. Okay, that way you have to boycott all the Arab states. Hussein Abdullah, Executive Director at European Centre for Democracy and Human Rights, ECDHR, said in a statement, the resolution is an important step towards holding the UAE government accountable for its ongoing systematic human rights violation against its own citizens and utter disregard to international law. You're going to hold the UAE government accountable. They'll show you the middle finger, or like how they managed to remove the red list, being on the red list of UK. How? Yeah, you say, I'm going to invest billions in your country. Country will remove the red list. If someone tells me, Loy, I'll give you $1 million US. Don't speak anything negative of Dubai. I'll say, yeah, for a year? Okay. Man, money talks here. Come on, let's stop acting like money doesn't matter. In today's day and age, big money, like for example, if I offer you, forget me, somebody offers you 10 million and says, just keep quiet about this. In fact, you have court cases where they say, oh, he cut the hair of my child, he disrespected my child, or racism against my child. They take the person to court, and what do they ask for? Defamation charges. Means money. It's all a game of money, huh? Why are we acting like money doesn't talk? I'm pretty sure if UAE says, okay, to the European Union, we're going to give $13 billion, they'll all keep quiet. They'll be like, okay, it's running our economy. Fuck the poor. Who cares? What did USA do with Afghanistan? Same thing, right? Okay, this all human rights and clean energy and green revolution all sounds good until you give them money, then they shut up. The UAE government has embraced an array of tactics to whitewash and cover its horrible human rights record, one of the leading methods being Expo 2020. Today's vote by the European Parliament urging businesses and European member states to withdraw from this blood-tinted Expo. Look at the word selection. Blood-tinted. Sounds like a horror movie. Is a victory for human rights in UAE, Europe and everywhere. NGOs have been calling for governments and leaders to boycott the Expo. Yeah, US is participating. Italy is participating. India is participating. Pakistan is participating. It doesn't look like anyone gives a fuck about your boycott for the poor and all that. Man, here's a simple thing for these human rights people. Name one country which has a perfect human rights record. Let's start with the greatest nation, USA. Oh, but can you say they are perfect? UK, can you say they are perfect? So, who are we trying to fool? Basically, and even in Europe, do you have a perfect human rights record? In fact, now France and UK, when these illegal immigrants, they come on a boat They're putting them out in sea, which is a violation of UN resolution for refugees. They'll not highlight that. Okay, anyway. See, I'm not, once again, what I told you, I'm not saying what UAE is doing is good. Okay, UAE, Qatar, Saudi, whatever. But then, if you yourself are doing shit, it's like me calling this girl a slut. She's sleeping around. But then I'm also sleeping around. So how does that justify it? Okay, then. The European Parliament has taken a strong stand against today's brutal dictators of Dubai. Oh, nice. This copywriter. Okay. Brutal dictators. The UAE monarchy has engaged in cascade of human rights violation, including widespread abuse against women, war crimes in Yemen. The Dubai Expo is organized by a member of the ruling family who himself has been accused of rape, said Sanjeev Berry. I don't know if this guy is real or fake. Executive Director at Freedom Forward, lead NGO organizer of boycott effort. Anyway, like I said, please, you do your research, find out if this is true or false. Without attention on these violations, there will be no accountability. And without accountability, there will be no justice and no end to the human rights abuse. This European Parliament have set the standard for responsible leadership when it comes to holding UAE abusers behind Expo 2020 accountable. It's shocking that any other invitee, be a CEO or diplomat, would considering legitimizing criminals by attending this dictator expo. Then what you do is make a list of all the countries who are going there, name and shame them. UK is going there, major participation. US is going there, major participation. So all of them are dictators. Man, the number of countries is what, 176 or whatever. If we look at things at this logical way, then the entire United Nations, all the members of United Nations are dictators. Like I said, I'm reading out what is in the papers. Let's keep a balanced viewpoint, both the sides. Let's not be biased towards anything, because today, nowadays in the news, you have one side that only speaks negative, one side that only speaks positive. I believe you need to look at both the sides and take a middle ground and form your own opinion. So you let me know if this news is legit, number one. I'm not saying whether it's true or false. There's an element of truth in it, you know. Like I say to people, there's no smoke without fire. But you say if this is, or are they paying money to keep this under wraps? Because obviously it's not going to be mentioned in any of the UAE papers or media houses. And now that Qatar and Saudi and UAE have become bum chumps. Must have seen that photograph, no? Sheikh Tamim, Mohammed bin Salman and the UAE minister all in shorts and Bermudas, looking like they're having a holiday. Now suddenly they become good friends. So anyway, you check it out. Let me know your thoughts. And I'll be interested to listen to your point of view. All right? This is me signing off. You guys take care.